So today we're going to monogram on something that has a high pile, very fluffy bunny ear for Easter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the bunny down, and your mighty hoops would be great for this, but I like to show you your other hoops so that you don't think you always have to buy the mighty hoops, but they are great. I have one piece of tearaway. I have a 7511 ballpoint needle. That's what I'm going to use for this. I'm just going to lay the ear like this. So what I'm going to use today is the 8-inch round hoop. Now I do have a magnetic sleeve hoop, which would be great for this, but I think someone borrowed it. So I'm going to put this underneath like that. And I'm going to hoop it like this. I can't hoop it like this because the head of the bunny is in the way. So I'm going to put it down like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip my design in this direction, because what I want, and you can in Design Shop, you can actually set it up so that it will read down, the name will read down, but what you want is it to read out. So I want the name to read out. So I'm going to start with the first letter of the name here and go this way. So got my backing down. And of course you can discuss with the customer what they would like. Trying to get the ear as straight as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and hoop it. Now I am going to use the feature that is in Design Shop Professional where you can knock down the fabric in the back. So that means I don't have to use water soluble. So I will show you exactly what I did in Design Shop. I'll show you at the end of the video. So what I'm doing now is I'm just pinning the ear down to the backing because I don't want any extra movement. When you do embroidery, of course, there's movement. I'm trying to avoid any movement possible. So what I did was I pulled out a thread color that matches the bunny, because that's what I'm going to use for the stitches that knock the fabric down. So this is the closest I could find. It's actually a matte thread, so I'm going to try it. I've never actually tried to use this as the knockdown. And then of course I'm going to use blue for the name. So I have it hooped like this. I have my backing nice and tight on the back all the way around. And so that's how I have it hooped. Gonna go ahead and put it on the machine. Now, if you're using a mighty hoop, chances are the bunny is not going to be heavy enough to pull it off of the hoop. But in this situation, I want to make sure that the heaviness of the bunny will not pull the bottom of the hoop off. So I'm actually going to tighten it up as for a little insurance there. And I'm going to go ahead and slip it on. And since this table is here, I'm going to utilize it so that the weight of the bunny does not pull on the bottom of my hoop. He might look a little funny while he's sewing, but all right. So I turned my design, and I will show you how I did that. I'm going to go ahead and trace it out. All right, and we're ready to go. All right, that was about 9,000 stitches, so it took approximately 9 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the machine. It looks amazing. It looks so good. Love it, love it, love it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my hoop off. I'm going to remove those pins that held my ear in place. Going to go ahead and rip the backing off. And love it. I think it looks so great. So you can definitely sew on heavy, fluffy items. And if you feel like sometimes you'll get an item like a bunny or something like that, and they'll have like a wire in here. Well, what you can do is, so you don't lose the sale, is you can maybe monogram on the ribbon. This is kind of a organza ribbon. It would probably wouldn't look all that great. You could monogram on it though. But you could just maybe get like a grosgrain ribbon or something and put the child's name or initials on that. That way you don't lose the sale. Because if they come to you and they want it monogrammed and you tell them, oh, I can't do it because there's a wire in the ear, try to find another place that you can monogram it. So there you go.